Hey guys, hope you're all doing well in this lockdown. Hope you're all staying home, staying safe and saving lives. Just with all the spare time on my hands now, I thought I'd do a bit of cooking and show you guys as well. Today we'll be making chicken biryani, which is one of my favorite Indian dishes. It's really easy to make. You can do it all in one pot and it's pretty much guaranteed to impress. So let's get started. Okay, let's start off by going through the ingredients and look what a lineup we have here today. So you'll want around 300 grams of basmati rice that's been soaking in warm water for about half an hour and then rinsed under cold water. With the spices, you've got one cinnamon stick, around 2 sort of medium-sized bay leaves and 4 cardamom pods. Chicken stock, onion, about 85 grams of raisins, your chicken of course, that's about 2 breasts diced, and also some more spices here, some turmeric, that's 1 teaspoon, and 4 tablespoons of curry paste. And then lastly, to garnish at the end, you've got some fresh coriander and some sliced almonds. So I'm just going to start by dicing up this onion, using of course my trusty global knife. Seriously, if you don't have one of these, I highly recommend. They will ruin other knives for you forever. So good. So just bear with me for a second as I dice this onion. Okay, so the next step is to heat some oil in a pot. Usually I use butter, it's a bit better, but I'm out of butter today and I'm not going to risk my life going to the shop to get some butter, so olive oil it is today. About a tablespoon and a bit should be fine. So just drizzle that in there. Give it a little shake. And that's on a medium-high heat. And what we're going to do first is to add the onion and then the cinnamon stick, the cardamom pods and bay leaves. So I'll do that now. So in goes the cinnamon stick, the bay leaves and the cardamom pods, and just give that a little stir. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes now and the onions are really nicely browned and it just smells really amazing now. But we're just going to kick it up a notch by adding the other spices. So I'm going to chuck in that turmeric and all of the curry paste. And obviously the chicken. So we'll just chuck that all in there now. Oh, wow. Yep, that smells pretty good. I'm just going to mix it all up now, make sure all the chicken is coated in the turmeric powder and the curry paste as well. And then just let it cook for a bit until it's really aromatic. I mean, it's already smelling pretty amazing, but we'll give it a few more minutes on the heat. And you don't want to do the chicken, you don't want to cook it fully at the moment because it's still got some way to go. So just, keep it on medium heat and just cook until it's sort of, I guess, like 80% done. So we'll leave that there for now. Okay, I'm so excited right now. So the chicken's almost done. As you can see, the color's really nice and golden, really yellow. So this stage is when we chuck in the rice. shove that all in there, as well as the raisins. Just give it a quick little stir to make sure all the rice grains are coated in that delicious, I guess, sauce. Yep. And then once that's done, add the stock. Alrighty, so once you add the stock, just give it a nice little stir again for good luck. And this is where you want to crank the heat up to its maximum, so put it on full heat. And then chuck the lid on. So put the lid on top, so you can hear it sizzling nicely already. What you want to do now is just let that come to a hard boil. And once it boils, and you bring the heat back immediately down to its minimum. So just give it a few seconds now to start boiling. Okay, as you can see, it's at a pretty good rolling boil now. So what I'm going to do is put the lid back on and just bring that heat down to its minimum. So put on the lowest setting. And I'm just going to let that sit there and just simmer for another 5 minutes or so. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes, still bubbling away quite nicely. What I'm going to do at this stage is just to turn the heat off and then set it aside for another 10 minutes to finish cooking. And while it's doing that, I'm just going to take the chance to do a couple other stuff. So I'm going to chop up this coriander. You don't need to do it too fine, just keep it quite rough and, medium sized. And also be careful not to bruise the leaves, because you don't want that either. Just give it a really rough chop and set it aside. So there's one more thing you need to do before we're ready, which is to toast the sliced almonds we saw earlier. That's just for garnishing at the end, and you can just sort of chuck it on, as it is, but if you toast it, this gives it that more sort of nutty flavour, which goes really well with the rice. So dry pan on a sort of medium to low heat, chuck it on there, and yeah, just toast it for a couple of minutes. Just keep watching it so it doesn't burn, and just look for that really nice sort of brownish hue, and you'll be sweet. Okay, so it's actually been a bit longer than 10 minutes. I don't know why. It's a bit embarrassing, but it's okay. We're all here to learn. Had to put it back in the heat for a while, but I think it's pretty much done now. So there we go. It's looking pretty good. And what I'll do now is just chuck in so the coriander we chopped up earlier. I'll just chuck half of that in there. Just half will do. Give it a little mix. And yeah, there we have it, chicken biryani. As I mentioned earlier, I don't know what happened in the sort of last part of the process. Probably used a little bit too much stock, but hey, it's still, looks pretty good. So chuck that coriander on top and the almonds, and I guess it's time for the taste test. Okay, so here we go, the moment of truth. It actually tastes really good. I mean, it's not as, like usually like good biryani is really fluffy, really soft, like you know what good basmati rice is like. This is probably a bit moist, but it still tastes amazing, and the rice isn't like too screwed up, so that's a plus. Yeah, it actually tastes really good. I'm quite pleased with myself, if I say so myself. So that was a success, I think. The great thing about it is, not a basmati, biryani, is like well, first it's quite easy to make, as long as you control the stock levels. And you can customize it however you like, change the meat around, try lamb or goat if you want to be fancy. Even make it vegetarian if you want to, if you're so inclined. Yeah, so if you've got a bit of spare time on your hands during this lockdown, and let's be honest, who doesn't? Yeah, say give it a go. It's relatively easy to make. think you'll have a lot of fun. If you're a fan of Indian food or any food, to be honest, you'll really enjoy it. I think share it with your bubble, as they say. So yeah, that's it for today. Hopefully the first of many video recipes. Chuck any comments, feedback in the comments below. Not used to saying that, not really a YouTuber, but yeah, stay safe and stay home, I guess. Till next time.